Good morning, everyone. Good morning to each and every one of you. Um, this is not a schedule live. I plan to, out of respect for my loved one who was just laid to rest yesterday, I'd really planned to stay at least 7 to 10 days off of the YouTube. I mean to say to go live or to participate in any chats. But I happen, I'm not gonna bring God into this. I'm not gonna bring my loved one into this because that proves nothing. I happen, like I told everyone who was listening to me, or the ones who was not listening to me, carefully. I said first and foremost, I don't know why people is thinking I am fighting with Tracy, because I'm not. But I guess it's on now. I guess it's on now. Because I don't know if Tracy's getting this confused because I just listened to about 6 minutes and that was enough. I don't know what happened at the beginning, how my name was a topic. I don't know what happened, but was enough. All the way around, I'm hearing people is lying. And I'm like, wait a minute, they do have, let me slow down. Let me slow down. There have to be two people I'm looking for in particular. One person is the main person that could put this to rest. To rest. Okay? And I don't know how we were able to do that. If the person could do a tape conversation, I don't know how they will do this because it's not right that that person is caught up into this drama. Okay, that person have a family too. Okay. Anyway, and one of my moderator, ladies and gentlemen, I don't, like I said, I can't do roll call. This is not about this at all this morning because I don't know. My God, my God. You know what? Thank God for texting. As much as I didn't like texting, thank God that some of my communication with Tracy, we had to text. And most of the texting was from my side. I always say things that happen away from this platform, away from any platform. When it comes to myself and Tracy, I would not bring it in front. But Tracy, if you're gonna condone that, I don't know if you're getting me mixed up with someone. I have no freaking idea. But when I'm telling you, you touch my spirit, my soul, and my everything. Like I said, about 6 minutes into that, and I wish I could have break away and get in there. But you know what? It's not a mutual platform. This is a hostile platform right now. Because like I said, to all the other people who was on the platform or who is still on that platform, please forgive me if I am blaming you guys wrongfully, okay? I don't know who is cheerleading and who is not. If people is looking for the truth and facts. Now I'm going to go as it started again. And I don't like to regurgitate and have to be repeating myself because it does not make sense. Now, whoever, this woman, you want me to call your name? You're not going to get to flag me. You're not going to go to ruin my platform. I'm not stupid. Because you just said it just now. Your name is, I don't give a fuck what's your government name. That is no business of mine. Okay? I don't know you. You don't know me. Okay? So I don't concern about your government name. If I want to call you Shellyana, that's what I'm going to call you. Fuck you and your name and whatever brought you in with the fucking name. Okay? I didn't name you, lady. And I don't have to know your name. You stupid. Hey, wait a minute. Let me. No time for me to get upset. I'm looking because I don't know. Oh, boy. I don't know to drop a stream yard or a line or whatever. I don't know to do that. So I guess the only thing, it's like if these people is going to clear this shit up, is we to get to a neutral platform that we could do this. The first thing, one of the two parties really said that. And I brushed it off. I said, nobody could be so deceitful. Shellyana, you know what? You're a sick woman. You really is sick. But that's not the normal sick. Like I said, you plain crazy. Because crazy don't care what they do. Crazy people don't care to cover up a lie and all that bullshit. They're just crazy. They'll talk it like they see it. Right? Whether they saying the truth or not. You're a cantankerous. Let me just go. Forget about your fucking character. The people on these streets know you. You come in here and I hear you was on the street since Noah built his fucking ark. So you was around. Bitch. Anyway. Now, I think this was about 4 something in the morning. Eastern Standard Time. And I saw Very Carey was live. So that was kind of unusual. I can't remember what had happened the day before. But I'm like, whoa, Carey's live. Anyway, I went over there. When I got over there, like I said, I normally read the chat. I didn't know they were even coming to an end. And I was hearing they saying something like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it that she got locked up. Like, who got locked up? Because I'm reading the chat. And all I'm seeing, Tracy. What? This is some kind of damn joke. Now, I was not even, I can't remember, maybe something I was doing. Maybe I was away with family because people have lives. Beyond, I don't know, maybe not everybody. Let me speak for my fucking self. Because if I was live, maybe that evening, I would have been in that life to know something was wrong and what happened to Tracy. So I was now getting what was going on. Okay? Like I said, when I got in there, I didn't know the life was coming to an end. And while I was in there, and I'm like, what, this gotta be, like I think I typed this gotta be a joke because I know it's gonna be on Very Carey's platform because that's where I got everything from. And that's where the fuck we started from. Okay? I said, I said, what's going on or something like that. At this time, then it's when I realized the chat was at the end. Shellyana was up there. And Very Carey, of course. Shellyana, I guess she saw me in the chat. I don't know who saw me before the other. Shellyana was the one say, call up Heatwave. So I'm like, I wasn't getting it, what's going on. But anyway, I said the chat is going to end. Why would she want me up there? What's going on? Anyway, she called out. Then Shelly said, Heatwave, could you come up here, please? I said, okay. And I hit the link and I went up. At this time, after I got up there, like I said, this is how illiterate I am when it comes to the YouTube business and all of that. Remember, guys, keep in mind, at this time, I'm not a content creator. Please keep in mind, I was not a content creator at that time. So I got up there, and it was like, I think seconds after, I said, what's going on? She said, good, let's discuss this. Yes, Tracy was locked up and whatever. Man, we can't see each other, but I could tell everybody, although that bitch is lying on me, okay? Everybody was sad. And I'm like, what happened, you know, and all of that. So we went through what happened, and they were telling me it was a live Tracy did, and da-da-da-da-da, and all of that. And then she said, look, now, Shelly is carrying this. She's the one who was taking things, and like she was leading the meeting, so to speak. This woman, I'm not going to touch because a lot of things I touched on already. She said, what else she said? She said, I can't remember if bail was set. That part, I really cannot remember. I really cannot remember. Okay? But she was saying that that we have to come together, and you know what is the plans and blah 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 and all of that. So when we already straightened that out, then she said, I said, listen guys, listen. Shelly was the one who started with bail bonds. She started, and she gave she had some bail bonds people or whatever. Numbers, right? And they started to call. She started to call. She was doing everything. She started to call or whatever. So even, I forgot she was there when one person was saying, oh, we don't get back the money or something like that. And she was like, what, are they crazy? Let's go past all of that. She turned and she said, you know what? You know who would be better to take care of this? And they're in the same township, or whatever she said. Jay Wilson. I was there. Only, listen, I'm talking on behalf of myself. I was there. Remember, I don't know Jay Wilson's phone number. A matter of fact, Shelly turned to me and said she was doing a procedure. Something was going on with her. She was ill. Right? And she said, heat wave. You know, now stopping to think, why that fucker chose me? Why did that bitch chose me? You remember, at this time, Kerry, and Kerry is Tracy's mother, right? So she said, heat wave, hey, let me give you this number. Why didn't you, in case of anything, to call Jay Wilson? Because I think she made an excuse. Either she was in the hospital or she was on the meds or whatever she said. No, sorry, no. She said, Jay Wilson. So she said, let me see and call him. You remember, we don't know Jay Wilson. You remember, I cannot see her phone. Our phone was ringing. Shelly called that phone, let's say about 4 or 5 times. Then is when she turned to me and she said, heat wave. You have Jay Wilson number, something like that. I said, no. I've never spoken to Jay Wilson like that off, you know, being in his chat. And she said, hey, let me give you this number. And I think at that time, both myself, I first say, wait a minute. I said, Shelly, I don't think you should do that. No, forget about that. I would not be calling him. I don't want the number. If this is his number, right? And you handed this number to me, I have never spoken to this man off of his platform. That is gonna, people is very, it's funny with a number. Because if any, fly-by-night person get my number and just call me up like that, the first time I ask you, how did you get this number, right? And that's not going to look good, okay? At the end of the day, it's not a debt. So like I said, well, you got in a good explanation. And then she said, yeah, you're right. I said, because if you're not getting true to him, how would he recognize my number, right? So anyhow, she went on and she said she don't understand why he's not answering the phone. I said, do you normally call him or whatever? Do you know, does he know your number? She said, yes. And I said, probably he's asleep. I wonder if he knows what's going on. Because remember, all of this is new to me that Sunday morning. Okay? Whatever happened Saturday night, I'm now hearing about it because the fucking Shellyana, I was in the chat minding my fucking business. And like this bitch searched me out and sent for me up there. So all of this is going on. Anyway, we called a couple more bail bonds people. We weren't getting nowhere very fast. All right. That was done. Now, when before we split up, at this time, Carrie, what was Carrie saying? She was just, going back on what happened earlier today because I was more interested in what went down. Anyway, it was all assumption. We were all assuming because we did not know what caused Tracy to get incarcerated, right? So the one thing I said, because that same day, like I told you, she said, look, we will have to pick up according to what the like the bail would be or whatever. You know what? Maybe we could set up like funds to pick up and whatever. Like I said, I jumped and I said no. No. I said let us see what we could do. Hopefully it's nothing of a big deal, right? Anyhow, that was that. But before she went, she turned, what she tell me? She said something else, like, pertaining to this. Then she said, something else we had to do. She said, do you right? She said, is whatever, wherever they had Tracy, I said, wait a minute, hold on. I made some calls, right? I was making some calls. And I was asking about the bail bonds because I said, I don't understand how in the New York City area you could get back your bail. And these people were saying you don't get back the bail. You understand? So I wasn't understanding that. So they said, yes, you normally get back the bail, right? So that was mostly my concern. When she came back, she said, when I came back and I rejoined them, I said, she said, she have to go, she would be doing a procedure, something like that. I said, wait a minute. I said, like how, it was only 3 of us there, Shellyana. 3 of us was there. The host, you, and myself. 3 that I know. If another one was there, maybe that person was hidden and stay silent. I know of 3. Anyhow, I said, look, I would rather anything that is going on for we to do it. I don't know why I used that remark. I said, let us do it as a group. Okay? She said, no problem. And then is when Shellyana gave me her number. Okay? I took down her number, and she had, I think it's about 3. I'm going to dig up. I still have the paperwork. I got a piece of envelope, and I started taking down what I need to take down. She gave me about 2 or 3 more bail bonds persons because I think at that time Carrie was going through something. And then remember, Shelly she had some procedure to do. So I said, okay, guys, it seems like I'm the person is free. Okay? All right. So the name of the facility was given to me. Carrie, I don't know if she was looking at that moment, but she said, hey, Heatwave, take down this. I got 3 more numbers or whatever. Right? I took it. We wish this lady here, before she got off, she said, I'll keep in contact with you, Heatwave. I said, sure. I did not give Shelly my number. She gave me her number. She wanted to give me Jay Wilson's number, and I opposed to that. I said no, because you see the type of person I am. I don't want nobody getting any fucking opportunity. You hear what I'm telling you? I might be poor, but I'm fucking proud. Okay? That's me. I'm not gonna put myself in harm's way. I don't like to be insulted, nor would I do it to somebody. I don't like to be lied on, nor would I lie on someone. Okay? What I can't remember very word for word, that's what it is. Anyway, so this is gonna need somebody that have a neutral platform that this party will able to jump up on and say what they have to say, including Tracy, including Shelly. Okay? So it might have to come to that, because I don't know to drop a Streamlord. I don't know how long it's going to take me to learn it, okay? All right. So, and maybe they might, I don't know if they're going to want to come up there. Because if I could have done that today, then maybe they could have come and opposed me, because I'm not going over in Tracy's platform, because like I said, that's hostile already. Anyway, so coming back to this, we left each other. Okay, bye. Sign off. Everybody go about their business. The very next day, I can't remember when Shelly said she had a something to her procedure, because it's like was a part 1 and a part 2 in the procedure. So I called her about 7, 8 o'clock. I can't remember. Sometime in the morning hours, I called her. When I called her, the call went unanswered. I reached out to Kerry, and I said, Kerry, I'm trying to get a Shelly. I'm not getting her at all. I call nonstop. So now, my focus now, oh my God, I hope she's okay. Because she spoke about, I don't know if it's a minor surgery, I don't know what it was, but she was doing a procedure. So I'm thinking, oh God. And I said, you know what? Maybe she's still sedated or whatever. I backed off from that. Hours later, or the very next day, or hours later, my landline was ringing. And when I got to the landline, and before I got there, whoever it was hung up. I recognized the area code. No. When I look, I saw the number, and I said, wait a minute. So I ran upstairs for the paper, and I said, I think that's Shelly. So I started calling back. No answer. It went unanswered, okay? And that was how it stayed. No other contact with Miss Shelliana, okay? So now that is leaving myself and Kerry alone. And Kerry had a situation going on. She had a death in her family. So we going, whatever. Kerry turned to me. Kerry, and like I said, I think I asked you permission before to call your name on what you said. Kerry turned to me. She said, Heatwave. She said, somebody dropped down and told me that Tracy have a sister. I said, sister? No, she don't. And we going back and forth, and she said, yeah, man, I think so. And I said, no. I think she told, not me personally, she told it in a chat one time, that she had a brother. And the brother was affected by that thing when they fight the war, that orange thing. It affected a lot of kids. And she was speaking on that brother. I said, all of Tracy's family members is dead. I said, what are you talking about? So we were done with that. And she called me back, all right? I think she called me back. No, I called her back. I said, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I said, it's like Shelly was the driving force now with this, because she's the one who called us together, right? Then it's when she said, Heatwave, oh man, I'm so tired. She said, you know what I was doing all this time? I was searching to look for Tracy's sister. So I got very upset. And I'm like, Kerry, she don't have a sister. She don't have a sister. Okay. I said, who is that person? Maybe it's a troll spoke to you about that. She said, no. No, it's somebody, like known to her or whatever. I said, are you sure? She said, yes. So she said, go into Facebook, and this is what she's seeing, according to what that person informed her about. So I'm looking, because I am not good with that fuckery, but Facebook or this, I barely knowing this here right now. And I said, but I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing what you're seeing. She I think snapshot me the screenshot the whatever post she was at. I still do not get it right. She said, look, I'm not into the Facebook stuff, but she said, look, I'm not getting anywhere. I said, do you leave messages or anything like that or whatever? We then saw the account. The last account was sometime 2019. I can't remember. Anyhow, I said, you know what? It's no promise, but I know someone. I have not spoken to that person in a while. I said, it's a friend of mine. And I said, I'm going to try. I can't remember if I told her at that time. I said, they claim that you cannot have friends here, or you cannot, find good people here. But I said, I think I told her, I'm going to tell her another time. I said, let me reach out to this young lady. They're more tech savvy. Let me see if she would able to help. And surely I got her. And for one day straight, nothing. And I think the very next day, she reached out. She said, look, I got good news and bad news. I said, what is it? I said, I don't care which one you give me first. She said, I left a message and somebody responded. I said, on that same stuff there, the same screenshot that I forwarded to you, she said, yes. She said, someone answered. And when they communicated back and forth, the person identified themselves as a cousin to Tracy, okay? The two of them were corresponding, and the individual asked, can you get a message? Do she have a sister or something like that? And the person said yes. A matter of fact, the sister is living in San Antonio, whatever. So when she's telling me this thing, I said, no, this got to be a damn troll. Wait, Tracy, you have a sister in her area or whatever. It don't, I mean, it says city could be big, but still. I said, she said she don't have no family. Where the sister came from? I chopped it up now. I said, you know what? That is maybe her stepfather's daughter. That's how I chopped it up to be. I said, is this cousin biological? I didn't even know what was going on. I said, well, what the cousin say? She said the cousin, she said, what do you want me to do? I said, well, ask the cousin, if she could forward the message to her sister. The cousin said, okay, she'll try to do that. All right. Now, I didn't hear anything back right away. At this time now, bail was set, 1,500 cash and all of that. I said, I got it, right? Two other persons dropped down. You remember, this is not my platform. I don't communicate with anybody else on this YouTube here, other than at that time, Tracy, okay? No one else could have said I communicate with them. Never. So the person dropped down to Kerry and told Kerry, what did they say? They said they're gonna help. They said like 2 or 3 supporters. I think Kerry mentioned one of them by name, and I said, great, right? I said, we'll get out our girl. The obstacle that we met, now remember, I did not speak to the other 2 parties that say they are going to do it full. I think that person had dropped it in the chat. Don't quote me on that, because all my concentration was getting Tracy to fuck out and have these people stop laughing. Okay. So um we went on, and so now I think this is putting us into Monday. Yeah, we're in Monday morning. So now I sort of call the facility. When I called the facility, I asked them, I said, I don't know how stupid I could be. I asked the people if I could forward the bill, or I could send the money or whatever. And they said, Mom, you could either do the bills, because somebody had said you could do it online or something like that. They said no. I think I'd have to be there. Somebody would have to come and post that bill. And the old went going around and coming around. They said it's better for me to get a bail bonds person. So I sort of called the numbers now. I sort of with Shelly and the numbers, and then I went down to Carrie's number, and I found the bail bonds woman. And she said, out of the 1,500, 300 and something will be held back. I didn't even want to ask for what. Carrie jumped up and said, heat wave, I just bought, I don't even know. Listen, it's out here already, a vehicle. But I'm going to do the best I can, okay? I'm going to help out. I said, okay, no problem. Now, call back the facility now. After we talked to the, no, after I spoke to the Bills, one's woman, she called me back. And she said, Mom, we're hitting, how are you know they're going to, what she told me? She said, you know that, this person is going to be, or will have to wear an ankle monitor, right? I said, okay. Because again, I don't know what happened. Said, okay. She said, well, that part there, we only could take care of the bonding out. But she was trying to tell me what sense would be bonding out and this other obstacle. So I said, what really happened? What were the ankle, whatever? She said, I think you should call back. She said she's gonna call. She said, let her find out about it, right? Let her get some more information on that. So at this time, I called back the facility, right? They said they don't have anything to do with that. They said, yes, this is ordered by the court that she will be released with an ankle bracelet or whatever the fuck it was. And I said, well, what that have to do was what's going on? The correction facility say that is like a different agency now. And they gave me an 800 number. They said, call them and they will tell you what's what. I spoke the machine. I left a message because nobody was answering the call. Finally, they called me back. When they called me back, they told me the fee would be 300 and something, I think 350, something like that. And she'll be released with this ankle stuff and whatever. So I said, how do we get about doing that? The whoever was representing this ankle, whatever, they said, Mom, would she be staying with you? I kind of chuckled a little. I said, I wish. I said, no, I'm in the New York City area. And they were like, oh, you're far away. So they said the reason for them asking that question, because remember, if they're going to monitor your whereabouts, they got to know when, upon your release, where the fuck you going to be. Because they're going to put in like, okay, where you supposed to be? I guess I don't know. I never had an ankle monitor or whatever on my fucking foot, so I don't know. So they maybe need to know where you're going to be staying and all of those good stuff. Okay? And so I said, okay, could a bail bonds person help me with that? They said, well, if they could get, they wanted, these are the things they wanted. They wanted proof of where, if she's going back home, whatever, proof of where she's living, okay? And all of that. Paperwork would have to come from her apartment buildings and all of that. Because this is what they want, because they want to keep checking her and all of those good stuff. So I said, well, wait a minute. Shit, this is looking, bail bonds woman say, it's nothing more she could do. Do you have a family? I said, no. I was even ashamed to say really a YouTuber. I said, no, I'm a friend, but I'm an out of town friend, far distance friend. She said, well, the only thing I could tell you, somebody need to get in contact with her and let her know at this time. If you could find a family member or somebody who's close to her, you remember that person will have to go in now to Tracy's inner business. Fair to say? Then is how. That is how this person came up with the with the research and so, but the family member, because the family member stuff that came up really was to get in contact with a family member and stuff. Because some of the people were saying you have to be there to bail her out and all of this crap. And after we were hearing you're not getting back the money and all this shit. But the thing coming to full force about the ankle bracelet. That was the main thing. Okay. So now at this time here now, the person who was looking out and found Tracy's cousin. That's how the person identified himself as Tracy's cousin. A matter of fact, that person, because I'm just as a third party, I'm just reporting it as this person told me, right? That person told the other party, Tracy's cousin, told the party that I asked, I should mind my own fucking business. Said, look, something is either her sister. Yes, her sister was in the hospital. And her sister was not going to get released until that Friday. And I'm like, oh, fuck, man. I said, damn. She can't suggest no one else. I said, I don't know. I said, look, myself and that person even, brought an idea to me and said, look, if you could, maybe if somebody could have visit Tracy and, ask her, tell her what's going on, because I don't know if she knew what was going on. I don't know. Okay? All that I was concerned about, do the 1,500 bail. And that 350, make sure to be on standby, right? Then we were thinking now, a lawyer. I said maybe an attorney would able to get that iron out for that, because the obstacle, why Tracy, why we did not post that bail is because of the ankle monitor and the obstacle we met there. At this time, this particular person never spoke to Tracy's sister. I never spoke to cousin, sister, rat, cat, or ras. I didn't care who she got in contact with at the time. Once we were getting somewhere, okay? A matter of fact, you know what was the cousin's words? What the person told me? The person said they have not spoken. She have not spoken to Tracy for over, I don't know how many years. Okay? The person mentioned some funeral. Since some funeral. Okay? That was not important or nothing like that to me. When the person turned to me, that this person who I asked to get some information, to run through Facebook, to get in contact with somebody, that successfully did so. Now, she said, look, Heatwave, here's the number. I said, whose number is that? She said, Tracy's. I said, I said, look here. If the sister can't do it, and this cousin said she's living she was living a couple of hours away from where this jail was, right? I asked my friend, the same party, I said, damn, you can't, I wish you could have helped me out. She said, look, due to my shift, I cannot do anything until maybe Friday. And she's like, oh man, let me see. She said, I cannot promise, but I will call you back. And she called back. She said, look, my nephew is at home. And I'm going to see if I could get him to see if he would ride down there, because we want to have money into this 350 for whoever is coming. Because sometimes you don't know somebody's pocket, you don't know what's going on. We want to make sure we're there in that way, monetary wise, to make sure everything is okay. Okay. Now, I said, really? She said yes. I said, oh my God, thank you, thank you, thank you. I said, look, I am going to reimburse him for gas or whatever. Let me say, she said, no, let's just make sure everything goes right. I said, wait a minute, wait a minute. I have to get in contact with Kerry. I said, until now, we didn't get in contact with Shelly after that time. Okay. I said, because remember, we're supposed to do everything as a group. So everything that I heard, I pass it over to Kerry. All right? Every time I'm checking Kerry, if you heard anything from Shelly, no, no, no. Okay, so fuck, she drop off. I didn't tell, the only thing I didn't do, I didn't tell Kerry, look, I made a side deal that was going to come from my pocket out of gratitude because the person wasn't going to drive for no 2 days like I had to fuck with. I never told anybody that. Never mentioned that. I think the ride was about 2 hours. The person had already started out off. That Thursday, when we heard Tracy was released. So now I had to move away from that, trying to get this young lady to say, listen, how far your nephew is, please get in contact. And she's like, oh, I'm not getting in contact with him. I said, oh my God. She said, what happened? I said, she was released, she was released. I said, oh, he said, she said, okay, go back and hear what's going on. All right, let me see. About 10 minutes after, she said, her nephew called, right? He's going to do the turnaround. I said, don't worry. I'm going to take care of the, all inconvenience and gas. She said, don't worry about that heat wave. I'm so happy your friend is out. Okay? And I said, yes. Because Tracy, the only thing Tracy had mentioned to me, I think she said she had a friend. And I think her friend was a teacher, something like that. Don't quote me on that. Because I did not even know she had a sister. Okay? All right, Tracy came out. At this time, she called me. She called me like shortly after she did. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so happy you out, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know if it's that particular time I spoke about what we had to go through. Because yes, I was getting ready. You know who I was getting ready to dog? Jay Wilson is the person I was getting ready to dog. Because remember, Shelly was there and claimed she was, oh my God, she was calling Jay Wilson, my good God. I would like her to go back that day that we was on that panel and bring her receipt. Bring the receipt to show who the fuck you was calling. You know, I can't remember if it's Kerry or that other part. He said, you sure after all of this thing sort of happened on the street, you sure she was calling Jay Wilson? You sure this wasn't set up? Because when I see certain movements. But little before, I think 2 days before Tracy got out, Shelly was ripping on the street. Shelly, bring out that video. Bring out the video. Bring out that same fucking video. That same video. Come and enter your chat. You lock it down. Bring that same video. That same video you did. Bring it out. Or people, all subbies that was there, content creator, that day when Shelly was going crazy. I don't know the contents of it, but Shelly was mad, mad, mad. Now, I said how Shelly did a procedure, and her voice is so strong. Okay? Now look, you gonna tell me she didn't have a problem with us? Let's say that bitch was sedated for hours or days. Remember, you brought me into this, you son of a bitch. Shellyana, you conniving bitch, you brought me into this. Let's say you was incapacitated, so you couldn't get in contact with us. Before you get mad out there, you won't see all those missed calls. I even forgot to block my fucking numbers. 3 phones I call you on, bitch. 3. 3 different lines call you on. Why wouldn't you have gotten in contact back? Say you want to say, fuck it wave. You didn't get in contact with Sherry? Really? Even when you heard Carrie had a death in her family, even that. You didn't try to contact us again. But you bring your slitting, slimy self and talking about commissary and this and that. And if y'all go back to the lives, when she come over to Tracy, all the time she bring up that. And I said, enough. Yes, did I call Tracy? Yes, I did. I said, Tracy. I said, look, she said, what's up, babes? That's why I said people with a sweet talk and a sweet talking, me, as a young woman growing up, you see when men come with the bullshit? First of all, my preference for men was thugs. Okay? I like that. I don't like men coming tell me, promising when the moon is start. I ain't got no time for that. I look at you as a joke. I would laugh in your face. So the sweet talk is nothing. But when a female, and we're not in a lesbian relationship, we're not in no relationship like that. And you saying, okay, love, okay, my baby, and all of that. I know, I take it as, expression of endearment. I didn't know it was just fuckery. Okay. She said, what happened? I say, I don't like how Shelly is behaving, because if you do something for someone, why are you always coming back to this incarceration? Why? It's like something is bothering her. She's like, no, 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 I don't think Shells ain't gonna do that, blah, blah, blah. I said, all right. I said, listen here. I said, look, this is what you could do. Yes, I told her, I said, look, when she go live again, I said, maybe it may look bad to catch up her, the whatever that she gave you, right? I said, go above it, surpass that. I think at that time, Tracy told me, I think it was 100. I said, I am going to give you the money to cash up that bitch. I said, because she coming for you the long fucking way. I'm telling you. She said, no, no, no. I said, all right, suit yourself. And I was done with that. That Shelly started coming in. She will drop in. Tracy's live and stuff like that. And I said hello to her once. Because it said, you could never tell. Said hello to her once. And then she said, oh, like she said, she saw me over at J. Wilson or wherever chat she saw me in. And she was saying hi to me, and I didn't say hi. Sometimes a chat is going fast. I said, no, I didn't see you. I said, I'm sorry. She said, oh, I thought you had something with me. No, no, bitch. I ain't had nothing with you. Because if I have something with somebody, they would fucking know. Like now. We all have something going on. Because you know what? If it come to that and this incorrect, and y'all talk it like it happened, every fucking thing out there. You hear what I'm saying? If I don't care is who I gonna operate, like this is how I do my commentary. I ain't looking at no friends or no nothing. I'm doing it because we got to keep it real. And coming and saying, oh, let them take a oath. Let them take a oath on the mother, the rat. How much of us? Or when they're going down and they didn't death row, they didn't do it. Did innocent people go to death row? Yes. Yes. But they swearing on the mother, brother, sister. If the law had to go by that, if we as a society had to go by that, a lot of us would have been 6 feet under. Yet, just get set up for shit like what happened here. Okay? I don't know for what reason all of this went down, but listen, it got to be something behind it. But Tracy, let me address you. Let me address you now. Tracy? Tracy, I don't know if you're getting it confused. No one say about the aunt. So now you have an aunt? I didn't know you had an aunt, sweetheart. The person told me, I'm speaking after the person who I asked to work, to go and look in this Facebook because to give Carrie a break because she had a death in the family. I said that's the least I could do. Before I did it, I told her, I said, I have someone. I said, she's more tech savvy, maybe I should reach out to her. I said, it's a while I didn't speak to her. I said, what you think? She said, whatever, heat wave, you have to, this is getting bad, I'm so hurt. I have two things going on here because Kerry was mad about that. Okay. So I heard about a cousin and a sister. The person speak to the cousin that I even after all of this and Tracy got it, I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. I said, listen, did you drop a line and tell the person not to worry and she's out or whatever, whatever? Really and truly, I can't speak on that to know if the person did that after I remind, because remember this person will have nothing to do with anything. Okay? Nothing to do with anything. That was it. Okay? So, all this thing about auntie, and I called Tracy, I called you and I told you. I give you a word of advice. Give the fucking woman her money back. Because if somebody give you something from the heart, they're not going to do and talk about it. Okay? Because if she was going around, come around, then Shellyana, why didn't you address me? Why didn't you address me? So all the paperwork and all the this and you swearing and all that, you think the fuck I gonna bring my family member into this and swearing on their life? What are you fucking crazy? Think I play with God? Are you fucking crazy? Okay? Because I may not remember everything word for word. But that is exactly how the fuck it went. It was no aunt. We heard about a sister. The party that was doing this to me never spoke to her sister aunt. Never. All that we know, the sister was in San Antonio and this person was in Houston. Houston, the cousin. The cousin. The cousin said that they have not spoken since some funeral. Okay? When I spoke to Tracy, that is the second time now. All of this is going down after when she did her first live, when she did a live before or after. I was there when she was dressed and she came out. Something else she came out and she did. I can remember very well that I'm like, you know what? I said, I start thinking. And I said, damn, Tracy is, I think I told already, but the family member. You see, when I said we contact the family member, oh my God, Tracy was livid. And you know what I was going to tell about the family member? I wanted her to say thanks because I thought I was doing something good. I didn't even get to say, hey, the family member came up because of that ankle monitor. Kill you dead. Tracy on to this day saying she don't know about no ankle monitor. And I hearing it on the street. And guess what? I had to hold that. I hold that like a champ. Because I could have come out. If I had a platform, no, I'm lying. I'm lying about this. I would not have come out and exposed that and said, yes, the facility told me that. The bail bonds woman told me that too, that she was going to be released with the ankle bracelet. All I was thinking when Tracy went live and all this, and she's like, what ankle bracelet? I wanted to say, hey, why don't you show your feet? Put the camera there and let these bitches shut the fuck up. But never got the opportunity. And maybe it's a good thing I didn't, because Tracy was like, "What your who contacted my family and who this?" And she was angry, angry, angry. I said, "Wait a minute, let me explain what happened." Wait a minute. She said, "I have to go, babe. I have to go." Very angry. So I came back to the young lady. I said, "Oh," I said, look." By the time I said, "Look," that young lady said, "What kind of relationship you have with this one Tracy?" I sat and I listened to one of her lives. And that woman is very ungrateful. Be careful. And I said, no, 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 it's a lot of stress. Said, what? With all that you guys did? What? Because the only person I brought into this really directly was Carrie. I was telling her, but I have to carry the information to yet the next person because one of them dropped out. The person then traveled to Shellyana page. And that's why I know Shellyana was going berserk. But that person, that is when you know when people love you. That said person did not want to tell me exactly what happened here. because she know how I am and how I could get. So she said, forget it. I said, anyway, I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see the replay. That life was gone, gone, gone. Okay? Why did you hide it? Shellyana, bring it out. Bring it out, bitch. You call us. You said, hey, you know what? You see them innocent people? Don't swear on dead people. Don't. Because if God was like, man, you just struck a lot, you're bitches, so you like to play with God. Because see, Pastor used to play with God. And that's he get busted all the time. You next. You next. Don't lie. But you must, you don't even give, some of y'all don't even give a shit about what come out, shoot out your pussy. Okay? Like y'all blame the children to being here. You think I gonna be mad to say I am taking any fucking oath for any YouTube shit? So what? Because you said you taking an oath on your mother, brother, sister, rat, cat, I must go behind you and I must put up my hand to take an oath? Are you stupid or what? Huh? You fucking stupid? But anyway, subbies who are here for me, who is not here for me, listen. It will have a track record of all of this. Because these other two parties is a no-show right now. I know Kerry maybe, is at work and the other party is at work. Okay? So let me be fair. So we would have to bring this because, a next thing. Shellyana said that people was trashing Tracy in Cherry's chat. And I'm like, what? That's news to me. I'm like, what? Remember, keep in mind, Kerry and Tracy are still good. They are still good. Okay? They are still fucking good. So why the hell? One more thing. Goosey. Y'all know Goosey. Some of y'all call him all different name. All these different names. But Goosey. Everybody should know who Goosey is. Goosey used to come over and Tracy chat used to then go over to Kerry or whatever. Okay? I saw Kerry left Goosey in the back chat she never let him bring him up. Okay? And that was to please Tracy. Okay? So I can see Kerry and she's good. This woman take time out of not one death, two deaths to take care of a stranger's situation. Incarceration versus mourning versus a death. It's no fucking comparison. For she to be having anybody in that chat trashing Tracy, when that happened? Shellyana, when? All you bitches who saying that when, because I sure wasn't that to see that bullshit going on. Sure did not see that going on. Some of the moderators that is serving her is serving you, Tracy. So tell me, did they see that and leave that and did not call that attention to Kerry? Listen, you see this lie here? Anybody who have suggestion, I don't know to drop poll or whatever. Anybody who could go into the comment section and anybody wants to do an interview, whatever it may call, whatever it is, about that situation, that shit there. And whatever questions you all need to ask. And don't make her have to pull out the text messages and the back and forth. Because it ain't gonna be good. And I don't want to call anything quits. Because I'm not fighting with Tracy, but Tracy. Certain things you shouldn't speak on if you didn't have the facts. So you threw me like that under the bus? So all those years, you were communicating with somebody that you did not trust? Now Shellyana said you and her didn't even have anything behind the scenes. So you take her word when it is living proof. Kerry has her platform up. Kerry, thank God Kerry page never got pulled down. So I'm sure Kerry have all her lives up. All of it. Most of it happened there. It's happened there. Go back and look. Go back and look and see what happened for yourself. Go back and look. Remember, I didn't have a platform at that time. Okay? Pull your text messages. Pull your text messages, Tracy. I give you permission, Tracy. I know I don't have to give you permission, but I'm telling you, if you hold it back because of anything for me, pull them to fuck. Pull it out. And show the people when I told you about the aunt. Tracy, people, honestly speaking, everybody know how I feel about Tracy. A lot of pressure came down on me every time something happened and they hit Tracy, they hit me. Around that time, Tracy, in every chat that had your name up, you hear me? They were what they doing, what the piece is doing. Oh, he trade for your ads. Y'all not getting out, y'all, girl. My name was mentioned. Carrie's name was mentioned. Two of our name. I think it was a third person, but I know what I know. I only could talk about the two of us. Okay? So, you did not go and scout around. When people was telling you some man named Victor, whatever, was trashing you on the same person, now when we get to find it, he was the one who got you locked up. You forgive him fast. Fast. You see? You see those kind of bullshit? No. Because you know why? That was because of your, that comes down to your livelihood. That touch your real fucking life. So when y'all could bypass certain things and y'all pick and choose what y'all gonna do up in here, those kind of conniving things, I don't fuck with that. And Tracy, you know me. I think you know me. You had known me. Because I always say I don't like a person lie. Come to me, don't matter what you say. Tell me I said it. This is what I say. I would have high regards to you. But don't fucking lie. I don't want nobody lying on me. Because Tracy lying on you, I don't know what it will take for me to do something like that. Because I can't. I can't even get mad at you right now. But see the lies? Just turn everything around. And as soon as these people show up, as soon as they saw the two parties show up, it is on. So all who got this and talking about auntie and uncle and all of this and who about Jay Wilson? Me? How the fuck I gonna tell Shelly anything about calling Jay Wilson or whatever? That woman came up and she was ringing her phone. And she said it was Jay Wilson. Okay? That lady, the same day she told us that Jay Wilson don't like when you come up and you go up on his platform. He don't give you a chance. Time him. He just give you a couple seconds to talk and he'll cut you off. And I said, what type of person he is? He's right in the area. He could have parade people and take them on a joy ride. How the fuck you gonna see calling Tracy's in jail? What kind of fuck is that? Anyway, guys, like I said, anybody have suggestions, put it in the comment section. And there's no time to laugh. It's no joking matter about this. No joking matter about this. I am hurt. I am hurt. But as I go along and I release this, and I know this is going to hit some people where it live, listen, I don't have nothing to get damaged. See? I have nothing to lose. Nothing at all to lose. It would not, how the fuck is going to benefit me to lie on anybody in a crisis? For what? It don't even make sense. When something don't make no sense, it's not true. Will she get all this breast energy because it's spoke the truth? She get all hyped. Huh? Shelly was not what fucking happened. What the fuck you call me for? Me use friends. Why you call me up on that panel? Not once, twice. Why the fuck you call me up on the panel? Huh? Why you tell me it was calling James? Why you was trying to give me the band number? And I said, no. You give me your number then. I said, okay. Listen. It got mad and it got certified mad. Wait a minute. It's going to be a part 2 to this, okay? Guys, thank you for being here. Anyone who have any suggestion on how this could be on a neutral platform, anybody could jump up or whatever. Please, if y'all have a different idea, anything I would listen to. Okay? And I'm waiting for the 2 persons. And this ain't gonna be no long stuff drawn out. I don't deal like everybody else. This is one bitch here, don't deal like everybody else. I ain't got no time drawing out nothing. And this one saying that, no, it's gonna come fuck proof. Here it is, motherfucker, right up in your fucking face. Don't play with me. Y'all don't fucking play with me. You got it? Don't play with me. Thank you guys very much, and I'll keep you all informed. When I said live and it's on, come through. Come through. Maybe it wouldn't be on my back. Come through. Okay. Goodbye. Have a good morning. Bye-bye.